Summer Fun Pro Tour Tournament in Newberry, South Carolina opened the 2011 Pro Tour season with a bang. Right out of the gate, the Pro Tour has seen some of the toughest matches played since its creation 3 years ago. Many of the games and matches were won and lost by only a couple ringers either way, reinforcing the importance of every single pitch with the Pro Tour. One slip could cost you the game, match, and maybe even the whole tournament. Players flocked from 9 states, including the returning Vegas long shot Chad Hyatt, who made waves at last year's stop at Newberry, was a sleeper at the other 2010 tournaments, and finally took second place at the Players Tournament in Frederick, Maryland last September. He had a bit of a rough start in Newberry this year, not making it to the finals. Hyatt says the competition fuels him, however, so look for him to pop up later as the year goes on. It wouldn't be surprising to see him in the finals very soon.
Competition really cranks me up, so I'm hoping that more great players we get out, the more my game picks up and longer.
South Carolina's state champion Tom Westbrook was in the lineup for the Summer Fun as well, but despite the home field advantage, he didn't quite make it to the match play in the final round. Also pitching were 3 of Pennsylvania's finest, current Pennsylvania state champion Mike Creek, the always dangerous Bobby Fadley, and former indoor state champion Bobby White, who manufactures thoroughbred pitching shoes and also sponsors the tour. All 3 Pennsylvanians advanced to match play, with Creek blasting his way to the semifinals, losing the semis to the would-be champion Brian Simmons, but winning the consolation match to take 3rd place in what was his very first appearance at the Pro Tour. Not too bad at all. The state of Maryland was represented in the finals by 4 players, making this the first time that 7 of 10 players in the finals were from only 2 states. Hailing from Maryland were Elbert Shiflett, Channing Haas Harrell, Jerry Dean, and Mandel Proctor. This is an elite crew, with all of them boasting many championships, high ringer percentages in the NHPA, state titles, and great world tournament finishing positions. The 2-time world champion Brian Simmons was really the talk of the tournament in Newberry, however, averaging over 90% ringers for the first day of competition. He collected an additional $100 by pitching a perfect 30 for 30 game in round 2. This was the first perfect game pitched by a 40-foot player in the history of the Pro Tour. Perhaps Simmons was motivated to pitch the perfect game by his earlier performances in the day, shooting games like 29 and 28 ringers out of 30, or perhaps he was motivated by comments like that of Pro Tour newcomer Bobby Fadley.
You can't throw 30? What's the matter with it?
On day 2 of the tournament, the final bracket or match play round, Brian slipped up a little on ringer percentage, but cruised through the bracket, not dipping below 80% in any game for the whole tournament. Additionally, Simmons didn't even have a double miss until about halfway through the finals. That's almost 2 days straight without an open end. That's beyond impressive. Simmons played Shannon Foster in the final match and beat Foster in the first 2 games of the match, securing his 2nd straight Pro Tour victory, the first being last year's season finale Players Tournament in Frederick, Maryland. He averaged 87% ringers overall in Newberry and shows no signs of letting up. Will anyone be able to step up and take down the force that is Simmons? We'll just have to see as the year goes on, but one thing's for sure, it's shaping up to be exciting, drama-filled, and a whole lot of fun for the rest of the year. Stay tuned for more. The rest of the Pro Tour will be played out in Greenville, Ohio, Crossville, Tennessee, Frederick, Maryland, and Erie, Pennsylvania. The tournament in Erie will be the first indoor Pro Tour tournament hosted by Thoroughbred Horseshoes at the 8-court indoor facility of the Erie Horseshoe Club. The Pro Tour would like to give special thanks to the Boys Farm, an organization in Newberry that serves as a haven for boys experiencing difficult family situations from all over the area. They kept score for the first 2 rounds of the tournament, and without their help, the tournament would not have run nearly as smoothly as it did. They did a great job keeping score, catching on quickly to the idea, and providing a most valuable service to the tournament. Thank you all very much. We hope to see you again next year.
So, how do you feel after winning the Pro Tour here in Newberry?
Man,
It feels good. It was a long, hard-fought battle, and with everybody that's involved in this Horseshoe Pro Tour, and all the great pitchers that come out and participate, and everything. It's an honor. There's a lot of great pitchers. It's just an honor. Awesome. Thanks for coming.